Today we're going to talk about the facts surrounding pit bulls. Click thumbs up if you understand that stereotyping an entire breed is no way to judge an individual dog. Subscribe to my channel and pick up a copy of my book, Dog Training Revolution. I actually feature my videos throughout the entire book so that you have a more thorough understanding of how to teach your dog. If you have a dog, you've got to check out PetFlow. PetFlow takes all of the hassle out of getting your dog's food. You choose your dog's brand of dog food and how often you want it to arrive at your front door. You can and should train without the pain, which is why PetFlow doesn't sell training tools that are designed to be painful to dogs like the other guys do. Be choosy about where you get your dog food and give your business to a company that cares about modern training methods. I'll have a link and a coupon code in the description that'll give you 20% off of your first automatic shipment. I know you'll love it, or I wouldn't recommend it. Now let me introduce you to our guest. This is Candy. Candy was rescued from a really violent situation back in 2009 by my AP Rachel, but now she's in a much better situation and doing great. Many people think that a pit bull is a specific breed of dog, but actually the term pit bull encompasses a variety of different breeds, like the American Bulldog, the American Pit Bull Terrier, and the American Staffordshire Terrier. Unfortunately, pit bull type dogs seem to fall victim to negative stereotypes, arguably more than any other type of dog out there. I've had the privilege of working with hundreds of these guys over the years, and overall, they're wonderful dogs. One of the many reasons for the perpetuation of the myth that pit bulls are generally aggressive dogs is that oftentimes when someone does experience a dog bite and they go to the emergency room, they either report that a dog bit them or a pit bull bit them. And this causes emergency room medical records to be very biased against pit bull type dogs. Sketchy data like this has led to local, even national governments attempting to ban pit bull type dogs almost entirely. This is what's known as breed-specific legislation. A study in the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association examined dog bite related fatalities and found that breed was not a factor. For such reasons, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior, and many other organizations have publicly opposed breed-specific legislation as it doesn't help reduce dog bite incidents and deaths. In light of these studies, many countries such as Italy and the Netherlands have reversed their breed-specific legislation. Pit bulls were originally created by breeding terrier dogs with bulldogs in order to combine the agility of the terrier with the strength of the bulldog. These dogs were used for such sports as bull baiting and bear baiting, and then when those sports were outlawed, many people turned to underground dogfighting competitions because they were easier to conceal from law enforcement. While this certainly is a violent history, it's important to remember that just because a dog can be trained to be violent does not mean a dog is inherently violent by nature. As far as we can tell, pit bulls are no more likely to be born with an instinctive desire to fight than a Maltese or a Labrador is. More accurately, pit bulls are very often highly trainable, athletic dogs, making them prime candidates to be exploited for nefarious activities. Today, pit bulls are used for so many positive things. They help law enforcement, they can make great therapy dogs, and of course, they make wonderful pets. So if the violent image that people think of when they think of pit bulls isn't due to their natural temperament, then why does this image persist? Well, a study in the Journal of Interpersonal Violence found that those who have high-risk breeds like pit bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Chow Chows, and Doberman Pinschers have on average 10 times as many criminal convictions as those with lower risk breeds. A more accurate correlation would be that those who are more likely to participate in criminal activity are also attracted to the negative stereotype of pit bull type dogs. It turns out that people are the problem, not the dogs, and this is where the debate really needs to center around. The fact is, some people are going to exploit pit bulls either to be attack dogs or to have them as a status symbol, but a loving person like you isn't going to do that. Pit bulls are often very strong, hyper, powerful dogs, and in many cases that can be really overwhelming, even frightening for some. It can be easy to mistake this exuberance for potentially dangerous behavior, and it is true that pent-up energy can sometimes lead to aggressive outbursts with some dogs, but this is true for all dogs regardless of their breed. For these types of dogs, regular exercise, especially in the morning, can make an enormous difference in their overall quality of life, happiness, and teachability. And remember, pit bull type dogs are really common in pound, shelters, and rescue organizations all over the place. So if you're considering one for your next dog, this should be the first place you look. I could not get the message out about important topics like this without you. Thank you to our supporters on Patreon who help fund these videos. Click thumbs up if you think Candy was the model pit bull today. I certainly do. Oh, she was so good. Subscribe to my channel, pick up a copy of my book, Dog Training Revolution, set up automatic pet food delivery at PetFlow, and check us out on Instagram too. I'm gonna have all of those links in the description of this video. See you guys next time. Here are some recent episodes featuring some awesome pit bulls. Check them out.